Welcome to FCRB TV. Good afternoon. It's Monday, um, the 5th of November, and the big game took place on Saturday, but I've been busy, so I I wasn't able to make a video right after the match that took place at the Emirates between Arsenal and Liverpool on Saturday, but obviously I watched it and I wasn't surprised by how things turned out. I always knew that it was going to be a game. I always knew that Arsenal were going to rise to the occasion, and I think that we got to see a lot about what Liverpool is all about, and it's really not that much. The midfield was won by Arsenal with the likes of Mesut Ozil, Torreira, and Granit Xhaka has been phenomenal. Granit Xhaka has been phenomenal. I've been one of his biggest critics, but he was great on the weekend. And Arsenal's middle three were a lot better than the middle three of Fabinho, Milner, and Gini Wijnaldum. And Liverpool don't even try to play through the midfield. They really just want to pump the balls forward to their front three, who were pocketed quite well by the back four of Arsenal of Bellerin, Mustafi, Holden, and Kolasinac for the time that he was on. I thought that Arsenal did they played ball, and playing from the back to the front the way Unai Emery wants them to play. The players have completely bought in. They did not shy away even when they fell behind. Unluckily they fell behind. Um, they kept playing, and Lacazette scores a fantastic goal for us to draw level. But it's definitely a sign of intent that Arsenal are back, and we can go into big games believing that our boys are going to give 110% effort and perform at a high level. I felt quite comfortable, in that game against Liverpool, even compared to Crystal Palace. I felt like they were more dangerous with Zaha on their counterattacks. I thought that Firmino wasn't seen there. He wasn't. He did nothing. Mane was the biggest problem. Salah wasn't doing anything. And again, for me, I'm more worried about teams that have a player that likes to play in between the lines, not always somebody who's trying to get in behind. Because getting in behind is easier to defend against than that guy who plays in between the lines, and then you don't know if you need to step or drop off or track his runs and so on and so forth. Players like that are problematic, and Liverpool don't have any of them. I think that Jurgen Klopp has been found out because Unai Emery's been here for 6 months, and he's already got your number. He's already knows how to play against your side. You've been here for how many years now? How many transfer windows? And you still haven't put a team together that goes and bosses games. Look at Liverpool now. They played Chelsea. They were lucky to draw. They played City. They were lucky to draw. And then they played us, and they were lucky to draw again. They haven't bossed any game, any game. I'm gonna go as far as saying I don't believe they're going to win the league this year. I think that they're not even set the second favorite to win it. Chelsea's ahead of them. Chelsea's a better side than Liverpool. Chelsea should have beaten them when they met. And I think that when the final day comes, Arsenal and Chelsea will be in front of Liverpool. And then now the question is, will those two teams be in front of Manchester City? Don't know. But those guys over there blasting people 5-1 and 6-1. It's unbelievable what they're doing. But I do not believe that Liverpool will sustain the top four rush. They could easily find their way out. Really, I think so because, as long as the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, even Manchester United. Manchester United's not far off either. Those teams keep winning their games. Liverpool, excuse me. Liverpool will find it hard. I think that uh, what's his face? Mohamed Salah was a one-hit wonder. He's not running around scoring those goals anymore. He doesn't dribble. He doesn't beat players. He just wants to run past you and use his left foot. And now that people are hip to his game, he's not that problematic or troublesome. In all the big games so far this year, against Napoli, against Chelsea, against Arsenal, against City, no goals for Mo Salah. No goals. Come on. Come on, man. So, but back to Arsenal. Lacazette, came through as I thought he would. He's a big game player. He's a striker that can play in between the lines or get in behind, and he got in behind and finished it well. Kept his composure. Great ball by Iwobi. I was surprised that Mkhitaryan started, and I feel like, Unai gave Mkhitaryan a chance. But I think the problem here is Mkhitaryan is a player who likes to play the 10. And right now, Mesut Ozil is the 10. So I would think that, Mkhitaryan is not really going to have an influence in the team unless he's getting the opportunities in the Carabao Cup or the Europa League, matches where he gets to play in the pocket, because he's not a wide man and he struggles out there. He doesn't get involved enough. But Iwobi came on was great. Danny Welbeck came on and gave us something as well. I was surprised that we took off Aubameyang. I thought that we might have. But the thing is that, that's who had to come off. That's who had to come off. And I think he took off Aubameyang rather than Lacazette, because Lacazette has the ability to score goals as he did. Lacazette's feet are better than Aubameyang's. Aubameyang is the guy who steals in and slots. You play him through, he slots it in. You know what I mean? He squared across, he slots it in. That's his game. But Lacazette can drop in, run off the shoulder, get it, turn, beat a man, have a go. That's what he does. So, I mean, I was very happy with the equalizer because I felt we deserved more. Liverpool's goal was against a run of play. Bellerin got caught up all over the top. We couldn't close on Mane in time. Cross comes across. Lando pushes it out, and it sits perfectly for Milner. But again, Torreira and Xhaka didn't drop in to cover that top of the box where Milner was, because that's really their mark. But I tell you what, I'm very proud of Arsenal. They did a very good job on Saturday, and it's going to be a very fun and productive season throughout, because we've got a manager who the players respect and who the players want to play for. It's a little sad that I have to put it in those words, but that's what we're seeing here. It's the same group of players that we had last season, and results were not even close to being what they are right now. So that is 14 games unbeaten now for the Arsenal, 14 games. So quite impressive, and I'm sure they're going to kick on and keep going. But what else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Watched a little bit of the MLS playoffs. Had to check that out. The guy from Real Salt Lake scored a banger. Nice combination, put at the top of the box. Rusnak scored a great goal. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. It was all about Arsenal Liverpool this weekend. As I said, watched some MLS playoff games as well. Atlanta, New York City. That was a good game to watch. Two best teams in the league. But Arsenal were great, man. Arsenal were great. I think Ozil worked hard. I think Iwobi was just electric when he came on. But it was good. And I mean, as the game wore on, you just saw how we dominated them. We really did. They weren't really threatening at all. Very happy about the results. But I just wanted to get out here and get this video in to give my 2 cents on it. Great goal by Lacazette. Fantastic team performance by the Arsenal. Unlucky we weren't able to get all 3 points, but it's a point earned, and we're going to keep on trucking forward. So let me know what you think about the match on Saturday, and how City's probably, what you think of City and their dominant play going forward, scoring goals at will, making teams look quite average. But yeah, let me know what you think. Subscribe at the bottom. FCRB TV. Ciao.